As I've told you, the way to really see if you understand what's going on in a logic course is by doing examples. And let's take a look at the exercises that I've asked you to do, which are found on page 14 in the text. In fact, they're listed. You see them right in front of you on the screen. And we're asking you to identify whether these are premise indicators, conclusion indicators, or these words and expressions are neither premise indicators or conclusion indicators. Now, some of you are going to think immediately, oh gee, what should I do? I should just jump over to page 12 in the text, because here we're giving two lists where we start off the page. Let me go back one to page 11. It tells us if it'll actually go back to page 11. Okay, let's get to the bottom of the page. Premise. So fortunately, certain words and phrases are often helpful in deciding whether we're seeing a premise or a conclusion, right? Remember, we decided arguments are made up of premise and conclusions, and sometimes it's helpful. There are some words or expressions that are helpful in telling us whether we're getting a premise or whether we're getting a conclusion. And we have these expressions that they're calling premise indicators and conclusion indicators. And here are the expressions that you see. We went over this in class. And to see that these phrases are premise indicators means that, let's take the first example, because. It's a premise indicator. I was going to say because, I didn't mean the pun. It's a premise indicator as the statements that come after, the claims that come after the word because, oftentimes are premises that are supposed to support the conclusion that came before. And you saw examples. In addition to which, if we go down further on the page 12, we have the list of conclusion indicators, or you could take it out of my lecture notes. Now, you'd say, well, gee, this is an easy way to do this particular set of problems, right? All I have to do is match up those words with the ones in the list. But there are two problems with that. Problem number one is those lists are not complete. They're just giving you ideas of some terms. So sometimes you're going to come across more terms that are helpful, but it's worth identifying the ones on our list and knowing the ones on our list. But also, if you're running into a problem, try to think about context in which we use these various statements to answer the questions. So with that, we're going to go through, and I'm going to give you the solutions to the first 7 problems. And if we have time, after I'm finished putting together these videos, if there's time remaining, I'm going to assign you some additional exercises to do from this set.